I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by friends at Gameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Nomads, a super cool looking game. This just has stellar art. You might hold up one of those. They have these legend cards that you're supposed to get for points, and the legends will progress from art, from like story piece to story piece, and the art is the only thing that will tell you the story. There are characters on the back that are like alien characters. They're not in any kind of human language. So what you're doing in this abstract set collection game is moving your pieces around this campfire. And so like mine is the black and Molly's is the purple. So I'm going to take a stack with my guy in it. This is a black piece. And then we got Molly's and my piece in here. And I pick it up and I move it around the fire. And then wherever my pieces end up, I take one of those, one of these story pieces, these legend tiles from the stack, and then so does everyone else who's playing. Like Molly's got a purple piece here, so she picks up that piece. These I will later turn in as my turn instead of moving for these points. So this one says these are like pink. Yeah, those are pink. You need 2 pinks of these to turn in to get the 2-point card. You could also turn in unique tiles to get these legends, these songs.
The symbols match the story. This one has a heart, and this one's about like 2 lovers that have a baby that have to give it up or something. There's a heart in the middle.
Oh, you're
like
right.
Hands.
I never realized that.
As you were speaking, I was like, okay, I got a chance to look at it, and I thought, oh, there's a heart in the middle. Oh my goodness, it's about lovers. So
that's cool. This is great art. I really do like the art. So anyhow, let's talk simplicity versus complexity.
So this game is pretty simple. You can either move, like Tom said, move your tiles, or pick up a set for points. And so turn in a set for points is what I mean. So it's a simple set collection game. And now I was about to jump into strategy, but that is not the topic we're talking about now. So I think I'm going to be done. I think it's a pretty simple game to explain and a pretty simple game to play. Yeah,
this is simple. With the only 2 actions you can do on your turn. What's also another thing is that you can turn in your previously chosen point card along with more tokens to get a higher point value card. So there's a couple things, like there's this other token here where if you land on it exactly, you get to move it and choose another one of these legend tiles. And there's a couple things, but for the most part, very simple game. Luck versus strategy.
Now, this is what I was going to jump into, that it's a simple game to play, but the That was super distracting.
I've been doing this whole time. You haven't noticed?
And I didn't notice until now. Look, like we all stopped and I was talking, and then all of a sudden...
We only have so long.
Well, 7 minutes or less. So the strategy is distracting. The strategy is complicated because how are you going to figure out where you're going to end up? It's akin to Mancala, which I don't think that I'm super good at, but you're trying to get rid of all your pieces exactly into that end. So it's a similar thing. It's like, I really need that pink heart. So I just figured out they match their things. So I really need that pink heart. So how am I going to get my pieces there? Oh, I can do it this way. But if I go this way, I can move this. And then each person has a special power. And so maybe you can use that power in a way that I can skip this tile. So the strategy is where the depth comes into the game, right? It's a pretty simple game to play, but there is deep strategy in this. And it is going to be luck-based. But, I mean, the luck is dependent, I think, on other players and what tile is next in the stack that you're on. So if you just happen to get the exact ones you need and no one covers you up, then you're lucky in that thing. But what are you going to do with your tiles to maximize and your output or your gain and minimize others' gains?
I totally agree. There are times where I have more than enough tiles to pick up a really good card, but I'll pick up the lowest because I know Molly can only pick up the lowest, and so she will not get as many points as me in that round of scoring or something. And so it's strategic to go for lower than is good, and then later on, it takes a whole turn to do it, but then later on I'll have to turn in and get a better card, and maybe I wanted to do something else on that turn. So there's just like a lot of those little plans you can make and try to disrupt your opponent's moves. Very strategic. And fun versus boring, because of that strategy, I super think this game is fun. I think it's super fun, and I super think it's fun. Anyhow, I like abstracts. I like set collection a lot, and this one is just so cool. I really enjoy the artwork, and artwork has really been a hook for me a lot lately, more so than it has ever been in the past. And this one draws me to it. Then you've got these cool stories that you can move upward in point value, and trying to disrupt your opponent's moves. There's just so much going on in this very simple game that has a lot of not just strategic depth, but I think there's just a lot of depth in the theme for an abstract, where you could take away this theme and it'd still be a very fun game, but to add on the cool legends and around the campfire, and just the vibrant colors and the cool player powers, really dig this game.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of this game. It is fun. The art gets me. The awesome theme. I wish I knew the stories, but it's also fun to come up with their stories and to see, well, there's a baby here, and then he grows up, and he becomes a ruler, or becomes rejected, or whatever it is. I really like that theme. And it's just a fun, simple game with a lot of depth, like Tom mentioned. There are a couple times where you score in the middle that we didn't mention. When a moon gets completed with 4 tiles, you get a chance to score and get those tiles as points, so you want to make sure you're always up. Not just at the end you have points, but always up, because any tile that you have here is negative towards you at the end and in the middle. So you got to make sure to turn in not just at the end. So that makes it even more strategic. So BGG rating, I would give this an 8 out of 10.
I'd go 10 out of 10. Gary Kim, you have done us right. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. I will always play this game. I'll suggest it. I'm not going to turn it down.
When we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away free glitter paintings. So make sure to subscribe now on YouTube.
Could be you that wins.
Nomads. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.